Selecting a suitable touch switch for hockey puck lights involves several considerations. Here is a breakdown of recommended options and essential factors. Firstly, the axial capacitive touch switch features 3 brightness levels: low, medium, and high. It offers a sensitive touch response and is easy to install with included adhesive tape, all at an affordable price. Secondly, the Sunfounder capacitive touch sensor module provides 4 brightness levels. It has adjustable touch sensitivity, is compact and easy to integrate, making it ideal for do-it-yourself projects. Thirdly, the Adafruit monochromatic capacitive touch sensor detects the presence of a single touch. It features a 3-color red, green, blue output and is programmable with Arduino or Raspberry Pi, providing customizable lighting effects. Fourthly, the Huda capacitive touch switch offers 3 brightness levels with a touch and hold function. It is compatible with alternating current and direct current power sources, suitable for use behind metal surfaces, and designed to be durable and reliable. Fifthly, the Geekrate capacitive touch sensor supports up to 6 touch gestures, including single touch, double touch, and slide. It's programmable using Arduino or other microcontrollers and is versatile for various applications, including lighting control, and is compact and easy to mount. When choosing a touch switch, voltage compatibility is paramount. Ensure the touch switch is compatible with the voltage of the hockey puck light you intend to use. Brightness levels are another important factor. Choose a switch with the desired number of brightness levels to suit lighting preferences. Sensitivity also matters. Consider the sensitivity of the touch response to prevent accidental activation or requiring excessive force. Installation should be straightforward. Look for switches that are easy to install, either with adhesive tape or wiring, depending on your skill level. Durability is also a key element. Opt for switches with a durable construction to withstand repeated use and ensure longevity. It's equally important to avoid low-quality switches. Firstly, steer clear of switches made of flimsy materials, as they are prone to breakage. Secondly, avoid switches with inconsistent touch response, which can lead to frustration. Thirdly, be wary of switches that require excessive force to activate, as this indicates poor design or construction. Fourthly, ensure the switch is compatible with your hockey puck light to prevent electrical issues. Fifthly, avoid switches that lack safety features, such as overload protection, as these pose a safety risk. Touch switches are electronic components that use capacitive sensing to detect a touch. Capacitive touch switches work by creating an electric field on the surface of the switch. When a finger or other conductive object comes into contact with the surface, it disrupts the electric field. This disruption is detected by the switch, which then activates the connected circuit. They consist of several key components, including a sensing electrode, a control circuit, and an output. The sensing electrode is the part of the switch that detects the touch. It is typically made of a conductive material such as copper or indium tin oxide. The control circuit processes the signal from the sensing electrode and determines whether a touch has occurred. It also controls the output of the switch. The output is the signal that the switch sends to the connected circuit. It can be a simple on or off signal, or it can be a more complex signal that includes information about the location and pressure of the touch. These switches offer several advantages over traditional mechanical switches. Firstly, they have no moving parts, making them more durable and reliable. Secondly, they are sealed, making them resistant to dust and moisture. Thirdly, they can be easily integrated into electronic devices due to their small size and low profile. Fourthly, they can be programmed to perform a variety of functions such as controlling the brightness of a light or the volume of a speaker. Here's how to troubleshoot a touch switch. Firstly, check the power supply. Ensure that the switch is receiving power and that the voltage is within the specified range. Use a multimeter to measure the voltage at the input terminals of the switch. If the voltage is not within the specified range, check the power supply for faults. Secondly, inspect the wiring. Make sure that the switch is properly wired and that all connections are secure. Check the wiring diagram for the switch and ensure that all wires are connected to the correct terminals. If any wires are loose or damaged, repair or replace them. Thirdly, clean the touch surface. Dirt or debris on the touch surface can interfere with the switch's ability to detect a touch. Clean the touch surface with a soft dry cloth. Avoid using harsh chemicals or abrasive cleaners, as these can damage the surface. Fourthly, adjust the sensitivity. Some touch switches have adjustable sensitivity settings. If the switch is not responding to touch, try adjusting the sensitivity to a higher level. Refer to the switch's data sheet for instructions on how to adjust the sensitivity. Fifthly, test the switch with a different load. If the switch is not working with a current load, try testing it with a different load. This will help determine whether the problem is with the switch or with the load. If the switch works with a different load, the problem is likely with the original load. If none of these steps resolve the issue, the touch switch may be defective and need to be replaced. Common problems include the switch not responding to touch, intermittent operation, and false triggering. If the switch is not responding to touch, the problem may be with the power supply, wiring, or touch surface. Intermittent operation can be caused by loose connections, faulty components, or interference from other electronic devices. False triggering can be caused by static electricity, electromagnetic interference, or excessive sensitivity. Here are some tips for using touch switches safely. Firstly, always disconnect the power supply before working on the switch. Secondly, avoid using the switch in wet or damp environments. Thirdly, do not overload the switch. Fourthly, replace the switch if it is damaged or defective. When selecting a touch switch for a hockey puck light, you must consider several factors to ensure optimal performance and safety. Firstly, the voltage and current ratings of the switch must match the specifications of the hockey puck light. Using a switch with incorrect ratings can lead to damage or failure of the light or the switch itself. Secondly, the switch should be compatible with the type of power source being used. Some switches are designed for direct current power, while others are designed for alternating current power. Using a switch with the wrong type of power source can result in malfunction or damage. Thirdly, the switch should have adequate protection against overcurrent and short circuits. This will help prevent damage to the switch in the hockey puck light in the event of a fault. Fourthly, the switch should be easy to install and use. Look for switches that come with clear instructions and are easy to wire. Fifthly, the switch should be durable and reliable. Choose a switch that is made from high-quality materials and is designed to withstand the rigors of daily use. Touch switches offer a modern and convenient way to control lighting in cabinets and other applications. By considering the factors discussed, you can select a switch that meets your needs and provides years of reliable service. Here are some specific applications of touch switches beyond hockey puck lights. Firstly, they are used in cabinet lighting. Touch switches can be used to control under cabinet lighting in kitchens, bathrooms, and other areas. Secondly, they are used in mirror lighting. Touch switches can be used to control lighting in bathroom mirrors, providing a convenient and stylish way to illuminate the face. Thirdly, they are used in display cases. Touch switches can be used to control lighting in display cases, showcasing collectibles and other items. Fourthly, they are used in bedside lamps. Touch switches can be used to control bedside lamps, providing a convenient way to turn the lights on and off without having to reach for a switch. Fifthly, they are used in do-it-yourself projects. Touch switches can be used in a variety of do-it-yourself projects, adding a touch of modern convenience to custom creations. When planning the electrical wiring for a touch switch and hockey puck light, consider the National Electrical Code, or NEC, guidelines. The NEC provides standards for safe electrical installations. Firstly, the NEC requires that all electrical wiring be installed in accordance with its guidelines. This includes using the correct wire gauge, conduit, and other materials. Secondly, the NEC requires that all electrical circuits be protected by circuit breakers or fuses. This will help prevent damage to the wiring and equipment in the event of a fault. Thirdly, the NEC requires that all electrical equipment be properly grounded. This will help protect against electric shock. Fourthly, the NEC requires that full electrical boxes be properly sized and installed. This will ensure that the wiring and equipment are protected from damage. Fifthly, the NEC requires that all electrical work be performed by qualified electricians. This will ensure that the work is done safely and correctly. When installing a touch switch, always follow the manufacturer's instructions. If you're not comfortable working with electricity, consult a qualified electrician. Here is some additional information on capacitive touch sensing technology. Capacitive touch sensing is a technology that uses the capacitance of the human body to detect touch. When a finger or other conductive object comes into contact with a capacitive touch sensor, it changes the capacitance of the sensor. This change in capacitance is detected by the sensor, which then activates the connected circuit. Capacitive touch sensors are used in a variety of applications, including smartphones, tablets, and touchscreen displays. They offer several advantages over other types of touch sensors, including high sensitivity, low power consumption, and resistance to wear and tear. There are two main types of capacitive touch sensors: surface capacitive and projected capacitive. Surface capacitive sensors have a single layer of conductive material on the surface of the sensor. Projected capacitive sensors have two layers of conductive material with an insulating layer in between. Projected capacitive sensors are more sensitive and accurate than surface capacitive sensors, but they are also more expensive. The choice of which type of capacitive touch sensor to use depends on the specific application. For applications that require high sensitivity and accuracy, such as smartphones and tablets, projected capacitive sensors are typically used. For applications that require lower sensitivity and accuracy, such as simple touch switches, surface capacitive sensors may be used. Capacitive touch sensing technology is constantly evolving. New materials and techniques are being developed to improve the performance and reduce the cost of capacitive touch sensors. In the future, capacitive touch sensors are expected to become even more prevalent in electronic devices. When selecting a touch switch for a hockey puck light, consider the intended use and environment. For example, a switch used in a kitchen may need to be resistant to moisture and grease. A switch used in a child's room may need to be tamper resistant. Some touch switches have additional features, such as dimming control and multiple touch points. Dimming control allows you to adjust the brightness of the light. Multiple touch points allow you to perform different actions depending on how many fingers you use to touch the switch. The cost of a touch switch can vary depending on the features and quality. Consider your budget when selecting a touch switch. Always read the reviews before purchasing a touch switch. This will help you get an idea of the quality and reliability of the switch. When installing a touch switch, be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Incorrect installation can damage the switch or create a safety hazard. If you are not comfortable installing the switch yourself, consult a qualified electrician. Touch switches can add a touch of modern convenience to your home. By considering the factors discussed, you can select a switch that meets your needs and provides years of reliable service. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity.